All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning and welcome back, of course, to fishing. We're going to go out and try and get on some probably brown trout, maybe steelhead, maybe some pike, I don't know. Fish this one particular body of water, this one particular river that was pretty good to me before I had to go back to the city, and I'm hoping there's still fish there. I've been there for like a week and a half, so weather hasn't changed too much over the last few days, so I'm hopeful there'll still be some nice fish running through here, but we'll find out soon enough. So do stay tuned, because you know what we're about to do. We're going to get some fishing accomplished. All right, so here we are. A little added context to the introduction. This is some footage back from late March and early April, very early spring, when I was still upstate, fishing predominantly for brown trout or steelhead, and I got into some other things as well. This is a couple sessions spliced together. I figured it would be like the final or finale for the Browntown Chronicles. So we got into some nice fish, and again, this was a couple sessions. They were tough sessions as is, but we got into some nice fish. So I figured I would make this one last video to cap off that fishing, and I am hoping to get back into some freshwater fishing as we get into late June and early July. I'm planning a little mini road trip to go along with that, though it's going to look a lot different than this. But you can look forward to that in the near future on the channel. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy, and be sure to like and subscribe. All right, here we are at the river, or stream, or tributary, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, so you probably noticed I fished here before, and you're right. I'm not trying to hammer this spot. I mean, don't get me wrong. You've seen some of the fish I pulled up here. A lot of potential. I'd really like to see if I can get like a sub 30-inch brown trout or even bigger, because they're in here. But ultimately, this whole break, I don't even want to spend too much time here. The reason I am here is because the wind is whipping. I mean, I want to get out my kayak and either go for Lakers and or some early pre-spawn smallmouths, but the wind has a completely different idea. So that still may happen, but this is my best option at this very moment, so we're gonna try and make it work. But what we got is our little marabou jig, and this is actually a real marabou jig. Made a stop at Bass Pro Shops. Got our little gulp on the bottom, 6-pound test leader, 8-pound test leader above that with a micro swivel, descending split shots, Ravens float. It's as simple as that. The rod, simple if you're wondering. I've got some comments about that. Gander Mountain Advantage Pro steelhead. I think it's about 11 or 12 feet. I don't know if they still make these. I think my buddies Matt and Mike lent this to me, and they told me I think they do not, but if you can find one perfectly adequate rod, at least by my fairly non-comprehensive viewpoint. But let's see if we can get some fish. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Hopefully we can get on some action. Not going to fish here all day unless it's really good, and there are quite a few spots to fish, but usually when they're around, they'll let me know. Got a bit of rain last night and a little bit of sleet as it got cool. Weather's all over the place, you can imagine. It's late March, so you'll get like 70 degrees one day and then back to the 30s the next. The beauty of March fishing. So one thing I'm doing a little different today, if you maybe noticed, is I'm shooting with the chest mount. See how this footage goes. I do like the head mount, but it does get a little shaky from time to time, so at least when I'm wade fishing, I'm going to try the chest mount if this video goes okay, assuming I even catch anything worth making a video. Okay, second battery, 0 fish, still relentless winds. Switch things up a little bit. It's getting tough seeing that yellow bobber, so we threw an orange one on. Plus I threw a chartreuse gulp on there, see if that makes a difference. That's the color that they're doing the most damage with in this spot, so let's see if that makes any difference at all. God, this wind, unrelenting. Wind is just a total nightmare today. got a fish. Yeah, we got one. Wow, I was so ready to give up. So ready to give up. Question is, what do we have? We got the net ready. Oh, man. Feels good. It's pulling. Probably a pike. Which is okay. Don't go in there. Prefer a trout. Maybe it's trout, I can't tell yet. It's big, it's long. Oh no, massive brown. Massive brown. That might be pushing double. Oh, he's all lampreyed up. That fish will make the trip. If this is the only fish we catch this entire break, it's worth it. Even if he is all uglied up. Let him fight. Let him fight. Not in there, though. Not in there. Stay out of that brush. Here we go. Here we go. Now he knows what's up. That's not good. That's not good. Stay out of there. Yeah, get in the middle. Middle's okay. Middle is okay. Stay the heck away from that tree. This could be my PB, folks. First fish of the spring, starting off strong. Let's just end this quick. Let's just end this quick, buddy. There we go. Oh man, that's a nice fish. Nice brown, wow. Just get a quick look in order to put him back in. That might be, it's all lampreyed up, but could be close to 30. I don't know, I haven't caught anything in a while. What a slosh. Oh yeah. That is got to be close to my biggest brown ever. Beautiful, beautiful fish. Let's get a quick measure. Quick measure. Just about 27. So he's right up there. Look at that. Let's get him right back. Let's see if we can get another. Goes. Okay, we just let go of that really nice brown trout. It's about 27 inches, right up there with my biggest. If it was thicker, it'd be an easy, probably pushing close to double digit, but since it wasn't super thick, it was probably closer to like 7 or 8 pounds thereabouts. We got him back. Got him on the same setup we've been fishing. We're in a different area right now, same spot. It's a little shallower here, so I've shortened my leader. And even now, it still might be too long. So he was hanging out in some structures. So let's see if he had any friends with him. That's a fish too. Jeez, we're on another one. Doesn't feel huge, but we're on. No, maybe not. starting to feel big. Just had to find the right spot, I suppose, out the Pike. Well, I knew we'd find some of these guys. Another 6-pound test miracle right here if we can land them. Come on. That's what I thought the first one would be. All right. Little guy. Nothing too remarkable, but probably like 23, 24 incher. Doesn't look big, but they're really skinny. The only reason we didn't snap is because we hooked him on the outside of the mouth. He's chunking up. Cool fish. Let's get him back. There he is. There he is. What do we have here? Probably a pike. It's not huge, but it's nice. It's getting ready to pack up shop too. Is that a steelhead? I don't think that's a brown. Yeah, it's a steelhead, I think. Cool. It's been a while. All right, first one of these I've gotten out of this body of water. Oh, he got me wrapped up. Whatever. It wasn't huge, but it would have been nice. All right, all right, we just had a nice little steelhead on there. It wasn't huge, but you know, it looked like at least a 22, 24 incher, somewhere around there from the vantage point I had. It got me wrapped around some brush and snapped me off, so that's the name of the game fishing a spot like this. You gotta be careful, but at least we got some action. Let's see how this does, the leader as is. It's not frayed up, but it did shorten my bottom leader a bit. See if we can still get some action. Got him. There we go. Let's not have a repeat of that last occurrence. Oh, you're going right. Dang! It's either a brown or a steelhead. 0 for 2. Here he is. Wow, just as I was about to give up. About to give up. Nice fish. Hoping it's not a pike. No, it's not a pike. Not a pike at all. That's what we came for. If we can get this one, we won't even care about those ones we lost. So this is by far the best fish of the day so far. This mud central right here. It's gonna be a lot of fun netting this fish. Don't chase him. It's so shallow here, it's going to be really hard to scoop them up. The one good thing is there's not nearly as many hang-ups here. Woo! Nerve-wracking, but it's all worth it. Oh my god, it's mud. He's not huge, 6-7 pounder, and we're stuck in the mud. Sorry, I'm out of breath after that debacle. Really nice healthy fish though. 6-7 pounder thereabouts. Easy, easy. Yeah, in that neighborhood. Alright. Quick measure. And get him back. This fish. Not even that long. So like 24 and change. Well, nowhere near as big as I thought you were, but we'll take it. All right, there he goes. All right, to get that fish, we had to first get in the mud. Probably could have found a better place, but got kind of stuck in the mud, so let's get all this mud out of my corkers and boots. So I'm carrying around an extra 40 pounds. Whew. I'll show you the spot in a second where we had to dig ourselves out. Insane. Wow, what an ordeal just to get one fish. We made sure that fish swam away, but yeah, we had to let him go through the net because that right there is where I got stuck in the mud. Had to dig myself out, got filthy, had a massive tangle, untangled the tangle, then I had to wash the water off my hands, or wash the mud off my hands and my jacket, and I'm a sweaty mess right now, but whatever, at least we got a nice fish. So let's get out there and hopefully that fish wasn't alone. That's a fish. That's a fish. I think it's a pike. No, it's a trout of some kind. Barely took that thing down. Thought I was stuck. Is that a steelhead? I can't tell. No, it's a brown. What a terrible fish. Cool. Nice little 20-incher or so. All right. I'm not sure how much of that fight we actually got. wetting my hands. It is cold out, so the camera is acting a little weird. But yeah, this isn't a bad fish. Not a monster, but nice 20, 22 incher. I'm not even gonna measure him or picture him because he's not huge, but definitely better than no fish. Pretty fish too. It's definitely a lake run fish. As you can see, it's got, or not, had a lamprey scar on the side, but he's gone. He's happy to be home, sure, and let's see if we can make ourselves happy by getting another fish. Got him. Knew there'd be a fish there. Didn't feel big at first, but it's starting to feel pretty good. That's a pike. We'll net him so he doesn't snap us off. Oh yeah, he's got it deep too. Another 6-pound test miracle. Time to get our hands wet again. I don't know how you didn't snap me off, but thank you. You can keep the gulp. Whew, it is brisk out here, as I've been stating. I mean, it's supposed to get up into the 30s eventually, but it's still in the shade right here. Feels like it's, you know, low 20s. But yeah, we got our hand warmers, our hot hands here. If you don't know that this is a thing, you got to do this, especially if you want to fish in like the winter. It's not really winter anymore, and trust me, it gets a lot colder than this, but if you're wondering how I stuck it out for hours at a time, it's these hot hands. And I'm only saying that because I didn't really know how valuable these things were until this winter. I knew that they existed through the back of my head, but I never knew that they would, or I never considered putting them inside my gloves to, you know, keep your hands warm all day. Game changer, I will say. And they even make ones for your boots too, so if you want to get it on all 4 levels, that's a thing. But yeah, we got our hands wet to let that pike go, and we're just gonna warm up for a second before we get back in there. But 2 fish so far and 2 frozen hands, so let's see if we can get some more. Here's a new spot. Tried here very briefly a couple days ago, but I didn't really give it a lot of time because I was kind of exhausted after pulling myself out of the mud. So let's give it a more legit effort. At least 30 minutes. Between this and a few other spots. Oh, that's a fish. That's a big fish. Big fish. Big fish. Maybe not that big, but big enough. First drop in the spot. I think it's a pike. Yep. Whatever. It's a fish. Cool. Right, let's say 24 or so inch pike. Come on. All right. Very nice. Yes. I knew there had to be a fish here. Oh, big pike. Big pike. I think. Big old pike. Yeah, pike. right. I'll take that. All right, let's get this pike. Let's get a closer look at him. This is probably one of the best ones of the year. Again, I'm no pike fisherman, so take that as you will. He impaled it. No idea how this fish didn't snap us off, but we'll take the victory. That fish, yeah, about just shy of 28. Not a massive fish, but nice for me. Good to go. All right, somehow we just caught another pike, and I say somehow not because I'm surprised there's pike in here. I'm surprised that that thing inhaled that bait as deep down as it did, or it was well inside of its mouth, and it did not snap us off. So I guess this 6-pound test line is really holding up, but we just retied that lure. We don't want to leave things to chance. And let's see if there's any other fish hanging out around here.